Hello everybody and welcome to my Dark Souls Remastered playthrough. So this playthrough, the purpose of this playthrough is basically, make sure we crank that brightness up, is basically because A, I love this game so very much, but also just because, you know, we need to appreciate the best games that we have available to us, and I honestly believe Dark Souls is one of the best RPGs ever made. Hands down one of the best RPGs ever made. And I chose to go with the remastered version. Do I just type in? Yeah. Because this game has so much depth to it. I always go with a pyromancer. It's my stats here. Strength, dex. I always go with a strength build. Yeah. I always like the Katarina. He's just so happy. Yeah, so basically what I'm gonna do is ponytail it. And as we run through the game, basically I'm gonna run through the lore of Dark Souls. So right now I'm just gonna be completely quiet through this.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire. And with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Alright, I basically get control again of the game. Oh man, that opening cutscene has so much lore in it to discuss. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I guess to break it down, all those people that are named are very important characters in the overall story that basically we will come across. I don't know even why I'm... Come here, you. I don't know why I'm killing these goopers, but whatever, it's 20 free souls. I'm not gonna fight back. Yeah, basically there's nothing really to hurt me currently. Until I actually get Estus flasks. Well, actually the boss, I guess, could kill me up here. Bonfire. So this is basically like the checkpoint system in the game. And here you can attune magic, all that kind of stuff, which I started with the pyromancy glove, right? No. Where's my pyromancy glove? Oh, and I'm getting work alerts also, but ignore those. Just emails and messages and the like. So here, oh, a nice little inconspicuous room. Nothing wrong, nothing weird, nothing, but we can look up there. And we're gonna have a bit of a friend making an appearance. Hello. Alright, so you actually can, if you wanted to, you can fight him. Like, you can actually go through this entire fight doing chip damage the entire time, or you can just leave through this door. And it closes behind you, so you're perfectly safe. I say perfectly safe, but I don't think you should stick near the door. Because that's actually another thing in Dark Souls, is the wall collision physics are a bit wonky. So basically, if you're like through a door, I can basically hit through it most of the time. You're gonna shoot at me, ain't you? Stop it. Cracked ground shield. I don't really care about that. It's a hatchet. That did 6 damage. Oh, excellent. Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay. Okay, buddy. Stop. Stop. Let me equip. Let me equip an actual weapon. So where we are right now is the Undead Asylum. And actually, as the narrator actually said, this is where undead basically get, she said corralled. But they get brought up here just as it's an asylum. Like, you get locked away and you're gonna hang out here. Because undead are known to be very dangerous, actually. They're actually basically seeking souls, which actually you see I have 60 of them. Actually. Not, thank you. Oh, we have more lore. I'm just not gonna talk here.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know. And I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must admit I would hate to harm you after death. And thank you.
So this is the guy that actually dropped down the key to get out of my cell. And so I'm actually going to do this. The reason I did that is because if I don't, he's going to show up later when I actually come back to this area and try to kill me. Like he just becomes, he goes hollow, which means basically he loses his sanity and basically just becomes a beast, basically, like these guys. Like basically they have no real consciousness anymore. They are just feral, basically. So that's what would happen to him. So I mean, I may as well just kill him now. I'm not sure if he would give me more souls later on. Now I have fireballs. Fireball. Pyromancy is super strong in this game. Come on, lock on. Don't want to waste my Estus. And just some basic kind of housekeeping as far as how the UI looks. In the top left, you can see the 00. That's the amount of humanity I have. And then health, stamina. Stamina is used by swinging, rolling, sprinting, blocking. Basically anything that requires effort uses stamina. And all these things can be increased by leveling myself up in certain stats. Estus Flask that you see in the bottom left heals me. You can see the left thing is actually my left hand, the left bracket. The top is my spells that I have basically slotted in to my character. I could have multiple, but right now I only have one. And then my right hand weapon, which is my axe, which actually if I press Y, or on PlayStation it's triangle, it's two-handed. So now I can do more damage with it, but I don't have access to my left hand, because obviously it's on the axe. Alright, the white light. Gee, what'll this be? Surprise, we are up where this little guy is. Drop attack. So this is how basically it makes this fight manageable. Now you have an actual weapon. And I love two-handing because like I'm not a big blocker. I much prefer to roll. I don't trust you're gonna double swing that. And welcome to Dark Souls, where half the time you're just gonna be rolling around to something's butt and smacking it. So you see, I can't keep swinging because I have no more stamina. And there it is. That's how you beat the first boss in Dark Souls, which it helps that you get the plunging attack. That's a free 300 damage. Aww. I'm disappointed because this boss can actually drop its hammer. It's a low drop rate. I think it's, if I recall correctly, it's like 30%, which actually in Dark Souls is a pretty high drop rate for a significant weapon like that. But yeah, no, I wasn't lucky. Unfortunate. So actually, we're actually done with this whole level, which is the tutorial area of Dark Souls. It's really not big at all. And down here, you have Snuggly. I guess Snuggly's not unlocked yet. Snuggly is basically a baby crow. You never actually get to see it, but you can hear it. And you can actually exchange certain items for other unique items through Snuggly. Like if you give her a dung pie, you get like a gold coin, which you can only do once, I believe. But it's just a fun little mechanic, and you get unique things out of it as well, like upgrade items or other things. All right, so here comes the big boy, which it is not confirmed in any way, but a lot of people in the community believe this is.
Only
Oh.
in the ancient
Oh, be quiet.
legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Alright, so as I was saying, we got an achievement that doesn't show up on y'all's screen. We've actually arrived in Lordran, whatever, but that, where is it? Where are you? There you are. People believe that that giant crow is actually a god, the god Velka. Alright, rest the bonfire, we can level up now. So you can see all the different stats. Vitalities, health, attunement, spell slots. Endurance is stamina, strength is carry load and damage to certain weapons, dexterity, damage to certain weapons. Actually, can I... Where's... yeah. Yeah. Resistance is kind of defense, no one puts points into this. Intelligence is sorceries, faith is miracles, two different kinds of magics. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing mostly a strength build, just because that's how I roll. Literally and figuratively. So here, actually let me grab this item first just because I'm a loot goblin. Humanities, and here is I forget his name. Basically, he's there's always one of these in a Souls game. Basically, there's one that's called a crestfallen hero, or basically people who have been beaten down by the current status quo or quest or like pilgrimage that they're supposed to be taking, and basically are very negative, and they're naysayers and they kind of mock you for trying to do what you're going to do. So I'm going to mute myself and we're going to talk to him.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
Yeah, so basically he mocks you, but also lets you know there's 2 bells. The other guy that gave you the Estus flask made it sound like there's just 1 bell? Nah, not true. There's 2. And this is a little firekeeper lady. So I'm not gonna mute myself because she can't talk. Spoiler alert, she had her tongue cut out. That is the agreement, I believe, again, my understanding of Dark Souls is very old, but it's still, I think, fairly good. it was the agreement. Basically, she had to become a firekeeper, and her tongue was cut out. Can't talk. Reinforced SS class, I need a firekeeper soul. And also, for if you're seeing these on the ground, these are player messages. Need beanpole. Okay. Which anyone with a red soapstone, which is just an item that you can acquire, can write messages, and they're not. You can't freely write messages. It's of like a set list of things you can write. Like, you can write imminent, and then sadness, happiness, joy. Like, there's a bunch of just preset things you can say, which leads to a lot of funny interactions with things. So like, oh man, I wish I had a red soapstone. Like, people love to say like try, but, and then hole. Try butthole. If something's hunched over like that. Hello, Mr. Way of White.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thoroland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible. Hello. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
So this gentleman is Petrus of Thorland.
Oh my. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you? Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods. That is a shame, but each to their own. Speak to me if you...
So, he is of the Way of White, which, again, rusty memory of lore. I believe they are of the group that is actually bringing people to the asylum. They kind of believe that things should be pure, and they kind of sequester kind of undead away. Again, don't super quote me on that. I'm not hyper clear. It's been just for reference, it's been like let's say 8 years since I looked at any lore or really did a playthrough of this game. However, I have played this game a lot. I think I've played through the game 5 or 6 times completely. And I used to run a fight club, which I might start doing again. Let me know if y'all want me to run another fight club. Fight clubs are great in this game. Oh, excuse me, sir. Which of course, I don't know I believe it's still level 100 is the accepted fight club range. I know you're there. Oh, come on, sir. Wow, you're not dead. Because the way that multiplayer works in this game is, it is basically, if someone is a human, so right now I'm not human, I try to become human. If someone's a human in an area, so let's say like, I don't think you can invade in Firelink. Giant rat. But this next area, let's say if I'm human up here, then can I pass it? No. If I'm human up here, then someone can invade me through an item, the red eye orb, and their job is just to kill me. That's their plan. And they get basically souls and rewards for killing me. But I also, if I kill them before they can kill me, I also get rewarded in souls based on their level. And the way you can actually match with somebody is if you are within 10 levels of them. So if they're level 100, they're either if you are level 100, the person you're invading is either 90 or 110, and then it's within 10% of their level as well. Also, that's a very good point. I need to change my keybinds. How do I How do I scroll over? Okay. Where's jump? Jump. No, 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 no. How do I change it? Nah. Sir, stop. Where did you come from? Okay, be done with your freak out. Okay. I just want to change my keybinds. Cause what's really kind of crappy in this game. How do I? Alright, there we go. No, no, no. There we go. Wait. Leaving menu save changes, yes. Because typically, the button to jump is like you hold B and then hit B again to like release. But that causes a lot of weird problems. And just by rebinding it to the mouse button, not the mouse button, the click, the left stick click, it alleviates a lot of concerns. Alright, so right now we are in the Undead Burg, which I recently learned that Burg is a hillside fortified town. I believe is what it is. And here is a troll fog. There's nothing here. Typically a fog denotes there's gonna be a boss fight. But also, typically if you go through a fog and there's not a cutscene, you're probably okay. And also, spoiler, you cannot make this jump. That's not a jump you can make. There's nothing over there. I've tried. Dragon time. So that dragon is actually not a true dragon. Because the true dragons were actually killed when old Lord Gwyn, like we saw in the opening cutscene, come in and just ravage them. Just mess them up. Like they're no longer existent. Open the door, thank you. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. And we have reached the bonfire for the Undead Burg. And spoiler, we're gonna come back to this one a couple times, just by the nature of everything. And actually, this is gonna be the end of the first episode of my Dark Souls Remastered semi-accurate lore run-through. Let me know what y'all think in the comments and just shoot me a message. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to all of you later. All right, bye-bye.